Premier League, home to some of the world's most recognizable predators. It is here that we uncovered 4 red liverbirds devouring 2 Bournemouth cherries. A battle of wits between Aston Villa and Newcastle Magpie provides 0 benefit to either party. A Brighton Seagull and a Fulham Cottager share 1 goal each, while a trio of Sunderland Black Cats knock some hammers off their stadium roof. The Hotspur Rooster has 3 times the power of a Burnley Claret, but a Manchester citizen can best a wolf 4 times over. The Blue Chelseasianer could not overcome the Crystal Eagle's wingspan. 1 Brentford Bee has found himself overwhelmed by 3 Nottingham Forest dwellers. The Salford Red Devils can be felled by a solitary gunner, and as we say goodnight to this world, we witness the single Leeds Lilywhite as it feasts on the oblivious Everton Toffee Lady.
Oh please, Mr. Premier League, sir, may I please but have 1 slice of West Ham to split with the Chelsea 5? Oh, I promise I'll share. Or maybe 5 of Arsenal. All we have right now is 1 Leeds, and that's worth nothing. What about the Bournemouth cherry that you usually give to the Wolves? Or maybe a pot of Brentford honey? You've got at least 1 spare in your villa, I know it. I've always wanted to try a glass of Burnley claret or 2. It's better than Sunderland brew, I've heard. Oh, but perhaps you can spare a couple of Tottenham birds. The Mancunians won't miss a couple. Do you have a packet of Fulham and United to go after? You've probably got the best smokes. 1 from the Palace and 1 from the Forest. Oh, and for dessert, a couple of toffees to keep the Brighton Seagulls away. Oh, thank you, sir, for the pair of roast magpies. I'll have those with me 3 glasses of house red.
God bless you, Mr. League, sir. The Premier League's week had begun with Chelsea's 2 to Fulham's none. United men had 3 goals through, which is 1 more than Burnley's 2. The Tottenham Spurs were none too strong when Bournemouth ones are kicked along. For Sunderland's Black Cats, a brace, though Brentford kept 1 saving grace. Goal Everton, goal, goal again. Though Wolves got 2, they howled in pain. And in the north, Newcastle Leeds both proved that they were even breeds. Meanwhile, the Brighton Gulls had fun with 2 goals to Man City's 1. The Forest cleared from tree to tree by blow of hammers 1, 2, 3, and Liverpool were ones to see blocking Arsenal's artillery. But child, be kind and show no malice to Villa's 0-3 against Crystal Palace.
'Twas a voyage like no other across the Premier Leagues of the sea. We assembled an arsenal of gunners who could sail at least 3 knots in the forest of the ocean. We set sail from Bournemouth on 2 occasions, stopping once at Brighton for gull meat. And then we played the waiting game. Across the Palace Strait, nothing. Along the Bay of Sunderland, nothing. Atop the currents of Everton, still nothing. On the abyssal plain of Aston Villa, a darker shade of nothing. We once encountered a wee Fulham as it chowed down on fleeing Leeds, and saw a Newcastle Magpie swoop down on a sea wolf. But then we encountered the West Ham Reef, where 3 fathoms beneath the Isle of Tottenham, we found our target. We gathered our 2 Brentford Poons and Chelsea Spears, threw our Burnley overboard, and with our 1 Liverpool baiting hook, waited. And then it surfaced. And so, with 3 of our mightiest men of the city, we slayed the fabled United Red Devil. Plus, I lost my leg somewhere, but that's a story for another time.
Nothing beats a Liverpool 2, Everton 1, and right now you can Burnley 1, Nottingham 1 Forest on your flights as you jet off Brighton 2, sunny Tottenham 2, or explore 1 West Ham with an additional 2 Crystal Palace. And if you book 1 for Wolves, you can also get 3 for Leeds, absolutely for the same price as before. Don't forget to add your Manchester United 2 to your Chelsea 1, and look out for the seasonal Fulham 3 offer on Brentford 1. No Bournemouth, no Newcastle. Whether you're travelling with 1 for Sunderland or 1 for Villa, you're sure of a great trip. Book now, because an Arsenal 1 is a Manchester City 1.
Attention people of the Great United, it is time for the results of your Premier League for this week. Brentford 3, Man United 1, Chelsea 1, Brighton 3, Crystal Palace 2, Liverpool 1. Eds 2. Borenmimaut 2. Mankaitu 5. Borenlai 1. Nottingham 4. East 0. Sunderland 1. Tottenham 1. Wolvies 1. Aston Villa 3. Fulham 1. Newcastle Building 1. Censored now 2. And finally, Everton 1. West Ham Sandwich 1. Sleep well tonight. It might be your last.
Greetings from Aveiro, Portugal. I'm on holiday right now, so you're not getting the usual standard, but instead you'll hear the results in my own dramatic, exciting voice, regardless of any fancy stuff. So why don't we make a start? Bournemouth 3, Fulham 1. That was good for Bournemouth, I suppose. Leeds United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Manchester United 2, Sunderland 0. Of course, Manchester United winning. What a surprise. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Isn't that a joyous occasion for all? Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Everton 2, Crystal Palace 1. I smell a trend. Newcastle 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. That was a mouthful. Aston Villa 2, Burnley 1, and Brentford 0, Manchester City 1. Fun was had by all, a week of football occurred, and I am now sunning it up in the land of Lusophonia. Adeja.
Now, sweet Cavan, let us begin, for we have relieved the forest of 3 Chelsea bushes. Fear not, our 2 black cats will keep the wolves away, and undisturbed we go, as we still the potion of 2 cities of man, Everton toffee flavour, aye, and 3 crystal eagles, and 3 cherries of the mouth of Bourne, lest we forget the 2 Burnett lays, not Leeds, lays, to increase the potion's power, 2 Brightons from the Newcastle, a spare from 2 villains of Aston, and from the Red Liver Bird, it's 2 United Manchesters. Very hard to extract, those are. Oh, yes. Now, we leave the mixture to ferment. No, we're not putting any slices of West Ham in there. Just 2 honey drops from a Brentford bee, that's all it needs. And now, we cook at 200 for 45 minutes, and serve with an eye of a small amphibian on top. Or a lovely witch's brew, that's a lovely cuppa.
No, Fulham, I'll just have an Arsenal with it.
I don't know if anyone's going to find this, but I have to tell someone. It all started when 2 of the savage Leeds pounced on a defenceless West Ham. From there, the virus spread. We saw the stuff of nightmares. A Chelsea ripped apart by a pair of Sunderlands, 2 Newcastles feasting on a Fulham, even 4 United Devils overpowering a Brighton couple. We tried a couple of Liverpools, but that couldn't even beat 3 Brentfords. So we hid. A couple of Bournemouths couldn't enter our forest. Our Arsenal took out one of their Eagles, and our Villa, their Man City, but then our 2 Wolves were breached by Burnleys. 3 of them. I think I was hit. And now I'm just Everton. They're hungry. No, I want 3 Spurs. No! It's too late for me. You have to save yourself. Save yourself from the Premier League. Damn it, I dropped my camera. Okay, I know it's mid-season, but I say it's time to ditch the Burnley. A pair of red Arsenals is in like a grin. And don't walk around in Leeds when 3 Brightons are just asking to be flaunted. If you must wear Fulham, put 3 on. And never with Wolves motifs. Same with the 2-tone Palace. The tones should not be Brentford red and white. Ooh, now I like that pairing. The 2-sided Forest with a double-breasted United screams self-assurance. Spurless footwear with a Chelsea heel, thank you, madam. And use 2 kinds of Liverpool down on this piece, and not with Villa down. It's too bland and the weather's too damp. Now, this may shock you, but I'd try a 3-way hammer with that magpie. Or if it's a Bournemouth you're wearing, a 3-way city look, perhaps. Ah, gorgeous. And don't forget the contrasting accessories. 1 in toffee blue, 1 in black cat red. Choo choo meow.
know they're out there, watching me. They try to pass themselves off as simple Premier League teams, but oh no, I know the real story. Sure, Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2, that's perfectly normal, nothing bad there, but then, when you least expect it, BAM! Everton 2, and then bye-bye Fulham, or West Ham 3, stealing the colours of Burnley 2. Pure assimilation, not like Sunderland and Arsenal, they share 2 goals and their colours. Oh god, what about the 3 from Chelsea? Wolverhampton Wanderers? Good luck wandering anywhere after that. and then Villa 4, Bournemouth 0. The number of deaths stalks the southern coast. No one will see Brentford 3 coming either, even the lone, unsuspecting Newcastle. Right, I'm going to lie dormant, like Palace and Brighton. Oh god, what if Forest get 3 and Leeds only get 1? Or worse, City get 3 against Liverpool? Well, you'll see. I'll be laughing from my bunker, lying with old vuvuzelas from the 2010 World Cup. Then we'll see who football really chooses for glory. This is PREMBITS. Now, the Premier League results, delivered directly from each team's home HQ to our base in Sheffield. Burnley, 0. Chelsea, 2. Bournemouth, 2. West Ham United, 2. Brighton and Hove Albion, 2. Brentford, 1. Fulham, 1. Sunderland, 0. Liverpool, 0. Nottingham Forest, 3. Wolverhampton Wanderers, 0. Crystal Palace, 2. Newcastle United, 2. Manchester City, 1. Leeds United, 1. Aston Villa, 2. Arsenal, 4. Tottenham Hotspur, 1. And finally, Manchester United, 0. Everton, 1. Well, at least I got my steps in. Ding dong, English Premier League. Thy matches were contested. Now we'll answer with intrigue. Who won and who was bested? Brentford got 3-1 for Burnley. Man City a 3-1 was scored by Leeds and Sunderland got 3 as well. To Bournemouth 2-4 from Newcastle 1. Everton was blue at Fulham 2-1 left Tottenham Hotspur beaten next to that Palace Man U was a repeat while Villa squeaked a goal to beat the Wanderers, but Brighton got a brace against Forest. Poor buggers. West Ham was double done by Liverpool with ease, and Chelsea, Arsenal each got 1 difference. My voice shall never be rested. It's midweek, we had no time to do a PREMBITS, and I just finished my Cobra quiz, so I got our guests to do it for me. So here are your Premier League results for midweek. Go!
Bournemouth 0, Everton 1.
Fulham for Manchester City 5. Newcastle United 2 and Tottenham Hotspur 2. Arsenal 2. Brentford 0.
Brighton 3, Aston Villa 4.
Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 1.
Wolverhampton 0 and Nottingham Forest 1.
Leeds United 3, Chelsea 1.
Liverpool 1. Sunderland Rovers 1.
Manchester United 1. West Ham United 1.
That was just in a minute. Well done, everyone.
Alright, writers, listen up. The Premier League video streaming service needs the next feel-good Christmas heart-tugger. I want some movie mistletoe. Ideas, now! We set it in 2 villas, each owned by an Arsenal family. It starts with an awkward, seemingly unimportant meeting between Bournemouth and Chelsea. Got to have a running gag. Rule of 3. Everton gets caught in the forest with no clothes on. No, it's gotta be 3 in the city, where the bright lights can chase away all the shadowy Sunderland. Long shot. A pair of Newcastle magpies sing a song over a Christmas Burnley bonfire. Christmas bonfire? He gets her 2 spurs. She leaves him without a Brentford in his pocket. Classic miscommunication. 3 mistakes from Leeds and 3 from Liverpool. A sad song plays as he walks through the Brighton, and she stares miserably at a West Ham in the window. But then, big holiday miracle. He gets her the Fulham that she wanted, and they turn their 2 homes into palaces. Brilliant. We'll film it in a week, and it should be ready by December 20th. Yes, Rob, what is it? Can we put a wolf in it? No, we can't put a wolf in it. Our sponsors at United would pull out. We're getting 4 full figures in revenue from them. Moron.
Alright, gentlemen, you know our mission. We are the three kings of Orient. Leighton? No, they're in League One. We're to follow the stars of the Premier League to our destination. Now, where is that star chart? It says we're to look for 2 Chelseas in the blackness of Everton. Or does that say 2 Liverpools in the blackness of Brighton? Look, Burnley 2 and Fulham 3. For the 3 kings. And what does Burnley 2 mean? Brains between us? That's the constellation we need. 2 army arsenals engirdling the lone wolf. No, that goes over Herod's palace. It's much safer to travel through the 3 cities. Long, though. What about the 3 forests in the desert? No spurs to take us on there. The brightest star hangs over Sunderland, far from the shadows of Newcastle. Let's go through there. By the way, what gifts did we get? I got a couple of West Hams. We agreed we'd get something to complement the villa the Messiah is supposedly getting, to preach his teachings and teach his preachings. Here we go. Now, is it this manger in Brentford or this manger in Leeds? Forget this. We should have brought in that 4th king. Do you mean the King of Manchester or the King of Bournemouth? It doesn't matter. Now we're late. Well, I'm not telling the Angels that we're delayed until January 6th.
Hello, I'm Gary Laplandica, coming to you live from the Betfair North Pole Stadium to give you the latest Reindeer Games results. It was a stalemate in the Team Antler toss, as the new Tinsel and Chell Snow teams only managed to secure 2 bullseyes apiece. More misery for the Arctic Wolves in the present wrangling. They couldn't acquire a single gift, while the Brentford team managed to put 2 in the sack. All 3 medals were won by the Santa Chester City team at the expense of the West Christmas Ham contingent, while the chimney parkour contest between the Nose Brighton and Snowderland teams resulted in a double disqualification via plummeting. A stalemate in the lump of coal curling event between Bournemouth and Belmley, with each achieving 1 delightful fire. Meanwhile, Turtle Dove Hotspur were bested by Liverpool in the synchronized bell jingling, 2 jangles to 1. Spirits remain bright at Hollyleaves United, who busted a move at the roof slate break-in event, producing 4 times the antler headspins to their opponent's ice crystal prowess. Stealth proved successful for Icenal in the mince pie smash and grab, where they acquired the 1 sweet treat prize under the noses of Elferton. The pairing of Rapston and Chilla achieved gold in the 6-hoof sprint, beating the United Deerchester brothers by a length. And in the Strong Deer sleigh pull, the muscular calves from Floriham completed a full circuit, while the reindeer of the Mistletoe Forest seemed more red-faced than red-nosed. The Reindeer Games are sponsored by Santander. Santa in his workshop. He backs us. That's the logical way the North Pole works.
There's no time to explain!
Whoa, dude, what the heck?
Okay, I guess I should explain. I'm from the year 2025. I've come to 2005 for a very specific reason, to give you Premier League results from the future.
Well, hurry up. I'm playing The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Come on, pay attention. Manchester United will beat Newcastle United 1-0 on Boxing Day.
Makes sense.
Then there's Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 2.
Well, that sounds like they're both getting relegated.
Arsenal 2, Brighton 1.
Hey, you know that Pixar Cars film that's coming out next year? Is that any good?
Focus! Brentford 4, Bournemouth 1. And then, Burnley, Everton, no score draw.
Yes, Everton's still in the Prem.
Then Liverpool 2, Wolves 1.
Liverpool must be struggling.
West Ham United 0, Fulham 1.
Hang on, where are Bournemouth and Brentford again?
Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 1. Keep up, boy!
I don't know. How do I know you're not making this up? Come on, what's the next one?
Sunderland 1, Leeds 1.
Both those teams are awful!
Oh, this is futile. I suppose you won't believe me if I say Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 1 either.
Alright, if you're really from 2025, are the Pixar films still good?
There's no time. Enjoy The Simpsons while it's still relevant.
Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Foolish citizens of the English Premier League, tremble before me as I end 2025 with malevolence, for I am New Year's Eve. Now watch as your Burnley is smashed to build my 3 Newcastles, and your Nottingham Forest is destroyed with my twin Everton, West Ham and Brighton turrets. My 4-strong Arsenal will raise your Aston Villa, and I will reduce your United man to a simple wanderer.
Not so fast.
Captain 2026?
The very same, and I'm here to bring change for the good.
Have you come from your mighty Crystal Palace to fire a Fulham or 2?
Nay! Behold the might of Liverpool and the resilience of Leeds! Hang on, let's try the will of Brentford and the power of Spurs. How about a New Year's Sunderland for the city?
Shut down.
They pay you a fortune for this sort of thing, and they upgrade. That's certainly an interesting way to start 2026 for the better now, isn't it?
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, I'd like to get last week's Premier League results for a midweek PREMBITS release.
Ooh, I'm afraid that'll release during the midweek games.
Wait, midweek games? We had midweek games last week for New Year.
Yes, you see, the winter weeks are particularly purposely filled. If you'd like, we could just read them quickly again, like you've done before, like Aston Villa 3, Nottingham Forest 1, or Brighton 2, Burnley 0.
Oh, hang on, give me that. Look, I don't really care if Wolves won for the first time this season against West Ham,
Or even that Arsenal are still on top after beating Bournemouth.
I'm not rushing something out without character or story.
It'll be obsolete by Wednesday, sir. No matter what character you use. By then, no one will care if Leeds drew with Man United or Brentford put 4 past Everton's 2.
Stop reading them out without humour. Take me to your manager. Who's in charge of the Premier League now?
Who knows? But I can tell you that Newcastle beat Palace 2-0 and Tottenham drew with Sunderland. Oh, you can make a joke about Fulham and Liverpool getting 2 times the draw than City and Chelsea did. Maybe if,
That is it. I am tired of this complicated
joke.
schedule.
You'd at least put away that Foley sound effect. It wastes editing time.
Oh no, you're not telling me what to do anymore. Here's how this is going to go down. Sir, please just put down the sound effect. I don't care. I'm fed up with these midweek Premier League games. I'm doing so many other things. I'm in a play in February. I've got my Cobra quiz show. I'm doing countless improv projects all around Sheffield. I can't sit around and wait for Premier League results to come and then force myself to do it every week. But you're forcing yourself. No, I just... So you're a completionist. But if you're holding this place hostage until they stop doing midweek games, well, the midweek games have just happened, and you have to complete the Premier League season. So you're gonna read those results? You have 30 seconds. Nottingham Forest beat West Ham 2-1. Crystal Palace 0, Aston Villa 0. Fulham beat Chelsea 2-1. That was a surprise. Brentford 3, Sunderland 0. That was a bigger surprise. Bournemouth 3, Tottenham 2. No change there. Manchester City 1, Brighton 1. Everton 1, Wolves 1. I'm detecting a pattern. Burnley 2, Man United 2. Newcastle United 4, Leeds United 3. I could have done some gags with that. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Good. Now, little one, I advise you take the FA Cup off. Yes, sir, Mr. Instagram, YouTube, delivery service person. As Gregor Samsa awoke one morning from uneasy dreams, he found himself transformed into a week of Premier League results. He looked down at his two Manchester United as they flailed over an absent Manchester City, and a Chelsea pair that encompassed his newly rounded Brentford. His parents were horrified at his singular leads. His sister tried her best to ignore his Fulham 0. They left him in his room, balancing his Liverpool and his Burnley. Slowly, as he saw a 2-1 win for Sunderland against his Palace, his humanity began to deteriorate. This was worsened by a West Ham doing the same to his Spurs. His days were spent isolated in a goalless Forest Arsenal. His family took in lodgers, and he was enraged by the dullness of the Wolves Newcastle behind the door, and attacked. With this scheme compromised, the family were forced to sell their villa and left Gregor to his soul-shocking Everton win. Gregor retreated to the darkness, his only companion, an overdue 1-1 of Brighton and Bournemouth. Happy belated Blue Monday, everybody! Woo! Yippee! Dear English Premier League, I wish to make a complaint about the horrendous quality of your results at the moment. Where to start? A struggling West Ham defeats Sunderland 3-1. What lack of continuity? And who wants to see Burnley 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2? Who are we rooting for in that one? Fulham 2 and Brighton 1? Most people can't afford to go to either location. And isn't Manchester City 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0 a little bit repetitive in the year 2026? On the other hand, Bournemouth beat Liverpool 3-2. That's not happened before, and I don't like that. You can imagine my forced rictus at seeing Brentford 0, Nottingham Forest 2, or Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 3. They were basically the same thing. And where is the artistic integrity in seeing Newcastle 0, Aston Villa 2, or the philosophical quandary that leads Arsenal and Manchester United to finish 3-2? If you do not address this in a fair and balanced way, like when Everton and Leeds draw 1-1, I shall be forced to turn my business over to the Australian Football League. Go Brisbane Lions. Yours, Mr. Scarlett Johansson of Betsy Coed. There, that showed them. Esteemed shareholders, we are here to celebrate another exciting year of financial success for the Premier League. Fears of a deficit of Leeds United proportions have been eradicated fourfold by an arsenal of great opportunities. We removed the wolves of financial despair with a two-pronged attack in a Bournemouth-style investment portfolio. By balancing our Brighton and our Everton stakes, we were able to increase our Chelsea threefold and our West Ham twofold. With the use of artificial fan bases such as Liverpool's Four Pillars and the Newcastle Singularity software, we increased revenue in all areas except Aston Villa, although that may have been due to a Brentford in the system. For the new year, we ask for an increase of 3 Manchester Uniteds to offset the 2 Fulhams as we go through the Nottingham Forest in search of the financial Crystal Palace. Our goal is simple, to double our Tottenham and double our Man City, and with the addition of 3 Sunderlands and the extrication of our Burnley, we hope you agree that it is a wealthy thing to be part of the Premier League family. Is there anything else ChatGPT can help you with today? Oh, I shouldn't have read that part.
Excuse me, pal. Just looking for a drink before the Premier League closes. Oh, beg your pardon. Should introduce myself, shouldn't I? Cupid, god of love, art-shaped arrows and all that. I could send your Leeds pumping 3 times more than the average Forest. Back in the day, picking 2 man to be United was as easy as beating Tottenham in them days. 1 shot from me, and there'd be a Fulham between 2 Evertons, and no Burnley would be safe from the couple West Hamming each other. Then the dating apps came. 3 times the chance of Arsenal, none of the Sunderland. Every Wolf could get their Chelsea trebled without my help. And I can still charm the odd Bournemouth or Villa, but nowadays a Newcastle pair or a Brentford thruple have no need for Roman intervention. So I've hung up me Brighton and sitting me Crystal Palace, placing me Liverpool between 2 cities on a daily basis. So anyway, mate, how's your sex life?
William DeWard of the Ankh-Morpork Times to report the Premier League results, starting with Tottenham Hotspur 1, Newcastle United 2.
Chelsea 2, Leeds United 2.
Everton 1, Bournemouth 2.
If the West Ham have won, and all of the Men United have won, what is it?
Aston Villa 1, Brighton 0.
Manchester City 3, Fulham 0.
Crystal Palace 2, Burnley 3.
Nottingham 0, Wolves 0.
Brentford 1, Arsenal 1.
Sunderland 0, Liverpool 1, sir.
If you could open your mouth, Mr. Premier League, and we can begin with the oral surgery. Going anywhere nice on your holidays? Looks like you've been overdoing it a little bit there, especially in the sweet department. It's not too uncomfortable, is it? You know, I've actually got Croatian heritage. I hear there's a lot of Croatians in your work. You may feel a little sting here. You know, we used to use gas for this kind of work, but you've seen gas prices these days. I've been told those kinds of jokes relax people during this. Yes, I'd recommend your back line come out more. If you could just gargle this. And spit. We'll schedule another appointment in 4 years. Thank you. People of Sheffield, the glory of the Premier League is upon you. For lo, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1 has occurred. And likewise, Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1 will bring blessings upon all of us. As will Fulham 2, Tottenham 1. The pattern is leading us to a home victory. If you believe in the blood of 2 for Newcastle and the holy trinity of Everton, you will rise above the pit of Leeds and ascend to Manchester City levels of being liked by people who didn't know you existed before. It is written that there may be miracles, like Burnley 3 and Brentford 4, and Liverpool 5, West Ham 2 brings another 7 onto the Great League. And if you stray, you will merely see 2 from Brighton and 1 from Nottingham Forest. And hopefully by me shouting at you in a public place, can you level your Bournemouth and Sunderland 1 apiece, and avoid the depths of relegation like Wolves, despite their 2 against Villa. There. I wonder if anybody liked me yelling at them like that. Doesn't matter. Boy, you look mighty puny to be part of this frontier, but this is Premier Town. You gotta be ready to put your life on the line. Why, only last week we saw Jailbreak Everton put down the Burnley boy with a couple of swings of his chain. And yesterday, Yeller Belly Leeds fell to the whims of Black Cat Sunderland. The Wild Wolves pack roams and hunts people like Eagle Eye Liverpool. And a fortnight ago, the Villain of Villa riddled the Chelsea gentleman in that spot with 4 bullets from 4 guns. There's crime, too. The duo of Brighton and Hove tried to rob the bank, got strung up by the one-gun Arsenal. And Old Man Fulham was held at that same bank and robbed by an avenging Hammer West. Sometimes a disagreement leads to mutual destruction. Both the Bournemouth Bruiser and Strapso Brentford are now sitting on Boot Hill, while the Manchester Citizen and Quick Change Forest Nottingham exchanged an arm and a leg each. The Newcastle Blood Gang are on the loose as well. Chased off the Manchester Red Devils in the saloon the other day. You just listen to me, boy, and you'll be alright. People who don't listen to me end up in the dirt. Like one Spur McIgor, who was put out of his misery just last week by the bird-eyed shooter, Christina El Palacio.
10 top tips on how to improve your Premier League results. Get rid of Sunderland and enjoy a Brighton instead. Take care to avoid a Chelsea in a group and enjoy a Newcastle alone instead. Try investing double with Arsenal and avoiding Everton, as it can turn your money into intrusive thoughts. Try to enjoy West Ham and Man City in moderation, because too much happiness will not bring you joy. You do not need Crystal Palace. You do not need Leeds United. You do not need Burnley. You do not need Bournemouth. You do not need Nottingham Forest. You do not need Fulham. That is the leading advice from people richer and better than you. Do what popular people do and celebrate Man United scoring 3 against Aston Villa's 1. Because Aston Villa is not a real Villa, it is not worth your time. Never upset the balance by changing anything of your own. Liverpool and Tottenham must remain the same, and doubly so for Brentford and Wolves. And remember, understanding football is the only way you can get to 100,000 people who like you. Like and subscribe for more.
Guten Abend und herzlich willkommen zu den Spielresultaten für die 31. Woche der englischen ersten Liga. Wie immer in der echten englischen Sprache erklärt. Wir beginnen mit dem frühesten Spiel. Wulfruns Hochhofer Wanderer 2, Waffenfabrik 2, Bachmund 2, Brusthügelburg Verein 2, Albion Bordhelmsstadt und Halle 2, Schlammteich 1, Falleflecken 3, Brunauer 1, Wildschweinstadt 3, Kalkei 0, Wallenschnelle 0, Hochfurt 0, Neuschlossverein 1, Sonderland 2, Ostdorfer Villa 2, Westfestlandsverein 0, Totersfleckener Heißsporn 0, Snottenheimwald 3 und das Spiel zwischen Brusthudelberger Großstadt und Kristallpalast wird verschieben, denn die beiden Mannschaften müssen in diesem Jahr mehrere Spiele spielen. Ein anderer Erfolg für englische Effizienz. Tschüssi!
The Premier League is in its 32nd week. I must see where my club is on the large table. Well, to start, 4 hammers came down, but there were no wolves on which to deal the blow. I hear a cannon was fired, and 2 balls landed. On 1 head, yes. Do you have 2 bees? Locked up in 2 towers. And the coat of arms of the town of Burnley? Stolen away by 2 seagulls, I'm afraid. I'd have thought it would have been 2 liver birds. They made off with 3 letters. FFC. A pair of eagles stand on the palace, beside a castle keep manned by seahorses, and the colliery wheel manned by black cats. They killed the cockerel. Well, everybody's killing cockerels these days. The forest has found balance with the prepared lion, and the lion with the crow's ear nowhere to be seen. But I did see 3 ships bearing the Rose of Lancaster, so the Rose in York. Aha, 2 of them, resisting the power of the one red devil. Ah, cripes, man, you lost to Leeds? I can't believe it. Hey, be grateful you're not a Spurs fan. They're completely
Hello, fellow Premier League investor. How is your portfolio doing at this financial juncture?
A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. My Brentford and Fulham futures are looking fairly stable. No change either way. Wolves' interest is plummeting. Even Leeds went up 3 points at their expense. It's a good job you didn't invest in Newcastle. Those stocks are dropping like flies. I got rid of my share and made twice as much on Bournemouth. Have you sold your Tottenham yet? It's stabilised at 2 at last. Unfortunately, Brighton is also 2. Very, very interesting prospect. Better than Chelsea. You can sell that immediately and get a Man United for an easy price. Aston Villa got boosted by 4 and Sunderland by 3, so buy Villa. I was hoping to get something out of Everton. Ended up doubling up on Liverpool instead. Easy money. Wait, stop everything. Nottingham Forest just went up 4. Is that due to the Burnley crash? And Manchester City was doubled. Looks like everyone's selling from Arsenal. Hang on. We don't know anything about finance, do we? All I know is stability. Like Crystal Palace and West Ham United. No one won anything, no one lost anything. You make it all sound pointless, you know that. I do my best. Here we are at the Snooker World Championships, and may I say, as a member of the WPBSA, that I think the Premier League is massively overshadowing the sport, and so I decided to do the football results in a snooker way as a matter of protest. Why? For example, Brighton potted a green, Chelsea got snookered. That doesn't make any sense. Burnley got a foul, and Man City potted a red. This alienates the fans of both sports and everyone else. Bournemouth and Leeds, both yellow. See, even the colours of the teams are confusing. Sunderland couldn't pot, but Nottingham Forest got a blue. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Fulham got a red, and Aston Villa broke their queue. That doesn't happen a lot, you know that. How about West Ham getting a yellow to Everton's red? Are you supposed to be a snooker commentator? Looks like Wolves potted a white, and Tottenham got red. Look, I'm just going to go to the Crucible bar. Do you want anything? Liverpool green, Palace red. Crucible lager, or Arsenal got a red. Newcastle couldn't pot a single ball. Maybe I'll get you a half, I don't know. Manchester United got a yellow to Brentford's red. And maybe we should put the snooker to bed. They're playing Barnum at the Lyceum. Oh, he's dressed in a waistcoat like a snooker player. Are you rubbing yourself on the base table?
And so, Premier Explorers, you find yourselves in a tavern. The bar staff says their name is Leeds, and they have 3 drinks for you to choose from. I think I'll have a Burnley Claret. A fine choice. What about you, Paladin, with the 3 Bs on your shield?
My name is Brentford, and I am fasting.
Ah, well, I shall get you a West Ham not to eat. And I see you have a member of the Wolf Clan in your party.
Just come back from the war in Sunderland. I'll take the 3 drinks mixed together.
A Newcastle special. Hark, are ye eating a seagull burger? Roll for Constitution.
I got a 3.
And so an arsenal of indigestion befalls you all.
But I didn't roll.
If you're fasting, then you're not full. Ham. You roll 2. A bile has been born from your mouth.
3 as well.
And so the palace of your soul is void.
Hang on.
Hark, a trio of devils enter, flanked by 2 liver birds. In the village of Aston? What about the twin guardians of Hotspur? They're dealing with the Chelsea lion. Roll for initiative. Mr. Forrest.
3.
Paladin Everton.
Also a 3. Hang on.
And what about you?
I got 3 as well. Funny coincidence.
Wait, why are you glowing? And so, people in the city of man, with the Trinity of Trinities, your fate is sealed.
I just wanted to play generic tabletop RPG.
Well,
you have awoken!
What is this? And weren't there 6 of us before?
We get 3 of you to help us keep track. Welcome to the heart of the Premier Realm, twixt the crumbling pillars of Liverpool and Chelsea.
Thank you, and now I'm leaving.
Nay, that way only leads to the twin abysses of Sunderland and United. Now you must heed my story. You must redeem our world, for its end is nigh. Aye, there have been signs. Bournemouth overcoming Fulham, a trio of cities draining the ford of Brent, and the trio of Brighton beasts reducing the Wolf Clan to bone.
What's that thing in the sky?
'Tis a mighty Arsenal bearing down on the western hamlets. Ye must ride along with them.
Oh, well,
fear
why
not,
not?
there is time for me to train you. It is all about balance. You take these 2 Burnley crests and Villa crests and spread them evenly. You create in your mind's eye 2 Crystal Palaces containing 2 Everton towers. And you, oh you, will lead us to the forest. Seek out the new castle when the Tottenham cockerel crows and the Leeds are united as one. It will be time for the final battle.
And how long will that take?
Conventionally a week, but due to popular demand, 4 days.
Citizens of the Premier Realm, by the 3 magpies and the singular hammer of the West, ye must face your fears. The foe approaches. Have at them! Quickly, you 2 take the Brentford flank. You 2 distract the guards of the Crystal Palace.
What do you want me to do?
Take this Everton saber and fight over there. What, against those 3 Black Cat warriors? No arguments. You stand beside me as a warrior of Leeds. I will defend you against this Brighton adversary. Yeah. Oh, you're wounded. Here, have some wolfsbane and some Fulham tincture.
It's a diuretic, you know.
Now, evildoers, by the 3 red devils, I shall rend ye forest in twain.
Twixt 2 blue pillars is the true enemy.
The Hotspur cockatrice. It took down our Arsenal in one swoop, and our Burnley cavalry.
Well, they weren't very useful anyway. By the 4 villas and 2 liver birds, 'tis time to end this.
By the power of Bournemouth, and for the citizens of Man. What the demons is that?
Nach mindestens 6 Wochen haben wir das letzte Resultat der 31. Woche im englischen ersten Liga. Und zwar Brust-Hügelburger Stadt 3, Kristallpalast 0. Natürlich haben die Kristallpalast-Spiele einfach keinen Bock mehr.
Football! From August until May we've had a journey strange and long, and now it's done, what better way than ending with a song? The final week saw Burnley tie with Wolves a goal apiece, while West Ham beating Leeds 3-0. The drama did increase, but Spurs but 1 past Everton, which greyed the West Ham skies, while Chelsea are wet through from Sunderland's 2-goal surprise. There's Forest 1 and Bournemouth 1, so not much to report. But marginally more fun was Fulham 2, Newcastle 0. The famous Man United managed 3 on Brighton shores, but Brentford held up Liverpool, so many 1-1 draws. And since old Aston Villa conquered Man City 2-1, the same result at Palace means the Arsenal's reign's begun. Now if you seek some closure, well then look elsewhere, my friends, because football's like the internet, it never bloody ends. Never bloody ends.